Okay, I feel the need to do this video because I really honestly don't know what else to read right now. And I'm running out of ideas for pick a card. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the intention to see like what we all need to hear right now. So like for the collective, but like I want to see if there's something we don't know about. I want to see if there's something that's coming up for like the collective, like on a really big scale, like societal wise. I want to see if there's anything that we need to look out for in terms of a society, as a society. So what do you want us to know right now? There's big changes coming in 2027 is what I'm hearing. 2027 is going to be a really big year. Okay. Page of Swords. That's about someone not being completely honest. I see someone being vulnerable about some sort of decision that they're going to make. Okay? There's some sort of vulnerability that comes with a public figure about some sort of decision they're going to make about something. Yeah, it's about the justice system. It doesn't have to be, but it's about doing right by somebody. It's about being independent, about doing right by somebody in the past. Like, I don't know what I'm hearing. It's like a public breakup. But they're still trying to stick with the situation. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's about like a love connection. Like I see someone breaking up that's like a really big deal. Like it doesn't have to be romantic, but there's like a big partnership that like is breaking up, that like a lot of people, like I don't know if it's a celebrity, I don't know if it's a public, but I'm hearing public. It's a long time coming, and this is like a really big wish of theirs, is to kind of just relax and take a break. Like I'm just seeing some sort of public figure come out and say that a partnership didn't work or a collaboration didn't work, and because of that, like a lot of people are going to suffer because of it. 5 of Wands being reversed. Page of Cups being reversed. Yeah, this is about like avoiding fights or avoiding disagreements when like there's a agreement that needs to be had. So like what I'm seeing in my head is like, for example, like the UN and like 2 different public like political figures disagreeing, and then that being like something that leads to some sort of societal downfall. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not trying to scare you guys, and then this isn't gonna happen for a while. Like I'm hearing like within the next like 5 to 10 years, but like expect some sort of like public downfall of some sort of public figure when it comes to a collaboration or 2 people who are working together, or something that has to involve 2 people, 2 public figures that has a downfall. Like I just keep hearing downfall. Yeah, it's a couple. The Emperor and the Empress, it's a couple. I'm telling you guys, like I will say after this downfall though, things are going to start to move again. We're going to get a lot more honesty. We're going to get a lot more clarity about where things are going in our lives and where society is going. I'm hearing AI. AI might be something that is a problem for some people. There's like a big thing with AI that's going to be like exposed is what I'm hearing. What else do you want the collective to know right now? Your sense of stability is going to change, okay? Okay? Make sure you're connecting with friends. Make sure you're connecting with your family. Make sure you're telling them what's going on in the world and what's going on in your life, because there's some level of like chaos that's going to happen, some sort of destruction that's going to happen that's going to affect our stability, okay? It's going to affect our stability. Okay, so this is the time to get close with your friends and family. Like if you've been neglecting them, you need to talk to them, because for some weird reason, this has to do with everyone as a community, which is what I set the intention for, is to see if there's something societal. But I just see some level of regret from someone about not being completely honest about something, especially when it comes to some sort of heartbreak or some sort of betrayal, okay? But I'm hearing this is a public figure. I'm hearing your favorite celebrity could come out and say something public that might get them some hate or some scrutiny. It's a Queen of Pentacles. I guess this could be for everyone, but this is someone who's really, really fucking well respected, okay? It's someone really well respected, but they're lashing out right now, okay? They're trying to build the pieces. They're trying to be vulnerable and they're trying to be honest, but like, for some weird reason, there's certain things that they can't say. It's like hush money, or like there's some things that they just can't fully say, but there's some secret that's going to be revealed. And this person's not going to have a choice except to be honest about the situation, okay? What's coming for the collective as a whole on a global scale? I'm gonna be honest, I see some sort of trade not going well, or some sort of business exchange not going well. Okay, because think of like a dictatorship. It's like for some weird reason, there's some sort of dictatorship that is gonna be overthrown. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, all of these readings are alleged for entertainment purposes only. None of these are facts or just opinions, okay? Some sort of dictatorship. There's someone in a position of power that has a lot of mental issues and they're not showing it, but they are. They're dealing with a lot of mental issues. There's a lot of people pissed at them as well. Okay, there's a lot of people around them that are pissed at them. Why are they mad? Because this person isn't making any decisions. They won't sign anything. They won't make any decisions. They're like, no, I'm waiting for the perfect moment in order to make my next move. But I'm not moving until I get the right opportunity, the perfect opportunity. I'm telling you, it has to do with business. It has to do with some sort of business deal. Okay? And whoever this person that is trying to negotiate with this other person, like, their intentions are not pure. Their intentions are they're trying to make a new and they're trying to rebuild society, but they can't because they're money driven. Okay? Society's not going to rebuild until this person is overthrown, or this person is out of office, or this person is out of the public eye. It's a King of Pentacles reversed. This is a different figure from the Queen of Pentacles. But for some weird reason, there's a big couple in power, a big partnership that's in power that's going to be disruptive. I see some sort of song or some sort of release of some sort of art that shows like what's really going on behind the scenes, but the thing is that you're never gonna know. Like, it's like predictive programming is what I'm hearing. You guys need to watch out for the next couple of years what comes on TV, what comes on for movies, like the ideas that people have, because it's predictive programming. They're trying to desensitize you in order to get you used to the future before it even happens. Okay. What's coming up for the collective as a whole, as a society? What do you want us to watch out for? The Sun in Aries. Okay. So the Sun is exalted in Aries. So expect energy to start moving again, because for a while I feel like it was stagnant. 7th house. I'm telling you, there's a partnership here. There's a partnership here that's going to be, it's going to be big news. Yeah, it's a hidden partnership. Again, there's a partnership there. For some weird reason, it has to do with us. It has to do with the public. Uranus opposite the 6th house. So that would be Uranus in the 12th house. So this is about hidden technology or hidden things that like people, that like society or like the government doesn't want you to know about. There's some sort of hack in order to improve your health that's going to be revealed. Okay, I see some sort of health thing, like a bit, yeah, that was a sign, like a beep, like a big health thing that's going to revolutionize like the way we think about the healthcare system and how we think about, in America at least, how the healthcare system works. Or like, it's like a hidden gem. There's like a hidden gem that has to do with people's health. It's like frequencies. It's like frequencies, because I'm hearing like frequency and radio static in my head is what I'm hearing. So there's some sort of level of like revolutionized like technology that they're hiding from us when it comes to health. I wouldn't be surprised if like they found a cure for cancer and they're just not telling us. Like that could be something that's like what that's talking about, but that's just like an example is what I'm saying. It's like a cure for cancer and like they're not telling anybody, but it has to do with technology. It has to do with technology. I don't know if this is going to be interesting to anyone, but what else? Expect a lot of influencers to start coming out and talking about spirituality a lot more and feeling connected to God or to spirit, because Sagittarius in the 10th house, this is like the public, and Sagittarius is philosophy and like religion. Okay, so I do see some level of like religious figure actually coming down like out of hiding. Like I'm hearing like a religious figure is gonna get like backlash thrown on them. A religious figure. Or if it's not a religious figure, it's a spiritual figure. So it's someone that a lot of people in the spiritual community trusted, but this person is gonna get exposed for something. Or they're just not gonna be in good graces with the public anymore. I don't know why the fuck I'm hearing that, but that's what I'm hearing. It's a big spiritual figure. Okay? Gemini, 4th house. I just see an emphasis on being closer with your close-knit community. This is about talking to your neighbors. This is about talking to people in your community and being very connected, because I feel like with the rise of the internet and technology, we're not as connected as we once were. And for some weird reason, like some person in a position of power is going to want to make that change to where it changes the community, to where it forces you to be more socially active outside of your phone. Like that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if there's going to be like a law that's passed or something like that, especially in America, because that's like kind of where this is kind of leading to, is America. But there's some law that's going to be passed allegedly that has to do with the internet, and that has to deal with like how you connect to other people and like your identity. This is about people knowing who other people are on the internet. I wouldn't be surprised if some level of like anonymity, I think that's how you say that, that's going to be talked about. Mars in the 12th house. What? Conjunct Mercury, Chiron. Okay. I'm really not trying to scare y'all, but I do see some level of like, if you don't already think that we're in a war right now in America, I see a war coming. I do. I see that very strongly. I wouldn't tell you that if that wasn't true. But someone's gonna get overthrown, or someone's going to be exposed for something before it happens. And this is what's going to facilitate this kind of war, or kind of like dispute or something like that, disruption. Like there's just some level of like someone in a position of power that gets dethroned. Okay, I don't know if this is in America. I don't know if it's in America. I don't know if this is like across the world. Like I don't know. But I feel like it's America. Okay, I really do. And that's what I'm saying. Let me see if there's anything else I can get. What do you want us to know? Okay, we have patience. We have change. I'm telling you, there's change coming. Society's not going to be the same within the next 10 to 15 years, obviously. But like, I just see some level of like just revelation, a revelation. Okay, acceptance, trust. This is about trusting the people around you, okay? Humor, relationships, denial, and loneliness. Yeah. Now is the time to connect with people around you outside of your phone. Because adversity. Because there's some level of like conflict that's going to happen when it comes to like the internet or your phone or social media. Like there's going to be some conflict when it comes to that, and like what is acceptable on the internet and what isn't, and how can we get people off of their phone more, how can we get people out in the community more, like what do we have to do, because this is a crisis. Like what do we have to do to get y'all to wake the fuck up? Like that's what I'm hearing. What do we have to do to wake y'all up? So with that being said, that's really all I was getting. I'm not really seeing anything else. I don't mean to fearmonger, but that's honestly what I was getting. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, evening, night, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you later.